Welcome back, folks. I'm Jake Ellenbogen. Today we're going to be talking about the long-awaited return and appearance of Darious Williams. Whether it's going to be this week, it sure sounds like it's going to be, but what is it going to look like? We'll get into it. Before we do, be sure to like, subscribe, and comment. Also, be sure to follow me on all social media at JKBogan. And in addition to that, I just want to let you guys know that today's sponsor of the video is BetUS, and BetUS is going to give you a $150 bonus match on your first deposit up to $2,000 using the code YouTube150. In addition to that, if you use that code and you want to deposit again 2 more times, you get a 125% bonus match on your second and third deposits using the code YouTube150. So that's going to do that. Be sure to check out BetUS. The link is in the description below. Okay, guys, so looking at this team right now, they need some help. And they just added Jonah Williams to hopefully help bolster the run defensive part of this defense. But more importantly, now you're getting your number 1 cornerback back, and that is Darious Williams. Coming into this season, he was considered the number 1 cornerback. He's a guy who finished last year, and I'll tell you right now, it wasn't always perfect in Jacksonville, but his 2023 season was a sight to see. As a matter of fact, Sports Info Solutions had Darious Williams at a deserved catch percentage last year, and this basically, the point of it is to say, well, if you're doing a good job, then that percentage is going to be a lot lower than if you're doing a poor job, because a deserved catch percentage of 100% means you didn't deserve anything about it. You just deserve to give it up. So Darious Williams had a 67.2, which was actually the best in the NFL among all cornerbacks. In addition to that, his targeted passer rating was 46.1. So we're talking about a really good cornerback. He's wearing, I think, his 4th different number on the Rams. I think it was 31. Then he did 11. Then he did 24 now. And there was one before that. There's got to be another one. Maybe it's only 3 numbers. Point I'm making here, though, is this. Darious Williams, welcome back. You are needed. The Rams needed this big time. Now, they are getting some good news going into this Green Bay game. And I don't like to say great news because injuries suck. You'd rather play a team at full strength. Obviously, the Rams aren't at full strength, but still, you would rather do that. And those injuries include Romeo Doubs and Christian Watson, both not expected to play. And those are 2 receivers now that are pretty tough that now are off the board. And you still have good receivers, of course, in Jaden Reed and in addition to that, Daytamion Wicks. But yeah, I think that's something to keep an eye on. And now, being that we just saw some play out of Ahkello Witherspoon last week, I think it's going to be better this week. I think we're going to see more snaps out of Ahkello Witherspoon, more snaps out of Darious Williams. Where am I expecting this to go for his debut of 2024? I think they're going to take things easy on Darious Williams, as easy as they can. He's going to start, but I do expect him to be on a pitch count. And with that said, if he is on a snap count this game, then you can expect guys like Ahkello Witherspoon to really reap the rewards of that. I do also have to point out, I think there's a chance that we're looking at Ahkello Witherspoon at left corner and Darious Williams at right corner. I really think there's a possibility. I know a lot of people are surprised to hear that because it seems like they're not getting off of the Trey White train. However, don't be surprised if they indeed decide to do that. Ahkello Witherspoon was very much wanted. He was a priority from this organization to go out and bring him back. And so they did that. Well, now they have Darious Williams back. They have Kobe Durant still battling a little bit of a toe. And they have, of course, Trey White and 2 other corners who haven't even really seen the field. So really, I think the Rams all of a sudden seems like they're starting to get back into better shape, and getting your number 1 cornerback, being able to extend the role of an Ahkello Witherspoon, who was your number 1 corner last year. I think it's an exciting thing. We're going to see what ends up happening, but this was very important. The Rams 100% needed to get Darius Williams back. They're going to have him week 5. It's really all or nothing at this point. The Rams lose, they're going in the bye at 1-4. It's going to be a really hard, tough assignment to get through. You still have teams like the Bills, the 49ers again, the Seahawks twice. Of course, the Vikings. Now that game has become something. The Eagles, the Saints. You have the Cardinals again, who beat you by 31. So it's definitely it's not necessarily going to be easy. It won't be an easy road the way the NFL is shaping up. So they must win this weekend at SoFi Stadium against the Green Bay Packers. And adding Jonah Williams, I don't even know if he'll play, but if he does, that does help their defensive line. But I think adding Darius Williams, who, let's be honest here, they're adding a guy who has been around this organization for a long time. Now, I understand there was a moment where he went to Jacksonville, but this is 4 years now for Darius Williams. And this will be his 5th. So keep that in mind. It's going to be fun to watch. This guy has all the talent in the world. He's been with the Rams. And how often do you get to say, yeah, he's been with the Rams before. His return is the first time he'll be playing in a Rams uniform since the Super Bowl. Not many players you'd be able to say that for, but I will tell you, he is one of them. So what will Darius Williams bring to the table? I think you're going to see more of a pitch count here. I still think he'll play half the game to a degree. Maybe they'll use him in certain spots and keep him ready for the end of the game. But I think they're really focused on keeping him healthy going into the bye and seeing if they can develop any sort of continuity there and some momentum. They've had some good injury history the last couple weeks, but before that was brutal. So obviously the Rams are trying to avoid that. Darius Williams will be making his debut this weekend, week 5, against the Green Bay Packers. We're going to see if it's enough for the Rams to get the W. But I do think all of a sudden the cornerbacks are starting to look a little bit better here, a lot better. This is a huge upgrade, and Darius Williams is one of the best players on this team. Make no mistake about it. So the Rams are definitely feeling good following this news, I would imagine. And we're going to see, because I think this is the time to get him going. If they can win this game, get in the bye at 2-3, you got the Raiders. That's a winnable game. You can get back to 500 in the next 3 weeks with one bye in the middle of it. So we're going to find out, but definitely curious to see how well it goes. And that's all I got for you guys. So be sure to like, subscribe, and comment if you haven't already. And be sure to check out the sponsor of the video, BetUS. The link and the code is in the description below. I'll see you guys soon. Take care. Later, folks. Do you love talking about the Rams, the NFL, or just want to be a part of a community? Join my free Discord server today. We're over 800 members. We got 24/7 live chat, a level 3 boosted server, the ability to call into JE Live, playing online games with us on Kick streams, toggleable alerts for when I go live on YouTube or Kick so you don't miss a live stream, and exclusive giveaways. Click the link in the description, the comments section, or the link that comes up in the video to learn more and join today.